Welcome back to 242 Math. I am your host Raphael Thompson, and today all of the grade 3 students, get ready. This is your mathematics revision test to prepare you for your upcoming mathematics examination. Get your pencil, paper and ruler and let's go. Do the questions first, then mark your answers afterwards. I believe in you. You can get 100%. Here we go. Number 1, write the numeral 2305. Again, write the numeral 2305. Do not attempt to write a Roman numeral. If I wanted a Roman numeral, I would have said Roman numeral. I said numeral. What's another word for numeral? Number. Okay, number 2. A number has a 0 in the tens place, a 8 in the ones place, and a 3 in the hundreds place. Write this number. Put your headings, your place value headings for hundreds, for tens, and for ones. Put your digits under them and write that number. I know you can do it. That one is fairly simple once you put the place value headings. The experts don't need it, just write the number. I know you can get that one correct. It's only a number in the hundreds. Come on, grade 3 students. Put your answer, and here we go. Number 3. Draw a circle around the letter in the middle. Write the ordinal number for the letter with the circle around it. Draw a circle around the letter in the middle. Do that first. Do that now. Then write the ordinal number for the letter with the circle around it. You should know what ordinal numbers are. On the previous test, we dealt with ordinal numbers and how to write them. Go ahead, put your answer. Typical GLAT question that a lot of students get wrong. Parents and teachers, please encourage students to get this one correct. It's straightforward once they understand what the question is asking. And here we go. Number 4, dealing with a clock face. The time is now 4:30. Draw the hands on the clock to show the time 2 hours ago. Be careful with the wording. It says 2 hours ago. So you have to decide if you go forwards or backwards. Okay, do that quickly. Remember, I need to see the long hand and the short hand. So draw them and make sure I know which one is the long and which one is the short. So you can get full points for this question. Do that quickly. Number 5. Use this graph to answer the following question, and it's a bar graph. Students and clubs. Which club has twice as many students as the writing club? Which club has twice as many students as the writing club? Find the writing club, see how many students in it, and then find the club that has twice as many as that club, the writing club. I know you can get that correct, students. All you have to do is look on the bar graph and see what numbers you're dealing with. Once you have bars, encourage students to just write the numbers above them, so it's easy to work it. Number 6, write the missing number, and you have 1, 3, 5, 7. What comes next, students? That's the big question. What number comes next? So put that number in. And the same way you got 1 to go to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, do the same thing to go on from 7, and you will have your answer. And you can all see that you are adding. Okay, number 7. Draw a triangle. Simple, easy to do. Use your ruler. That's why I told you get a ruler, guys. Use your ruler, draw a triangle. If you don't have a ruler, just draw it freehand. Once you know what a triangle is, then draw it. And the part in triangle at the front that says try gives you a clue. If you know words like tricycle, how many wheels on a tricycle, it will help you with triangle. The part at the front, TRI, try, is the clue. Number 8, here we are adding, and we are adding with regrouping. So come on, grade 3. These aren't the easy ones now, these are the harder ones, and so you're adding 16 and 54. So start it. Remember, you move from right to left, and you cannot put 2 digits in the answer until you get to the end of this question. So if you add the 6 and the 4, you can't put the whole 10 under 6 and 4. You need to know what to do. Look at the examples in the previous test, and you would see how you would have to regroup and rename. Come on, I know you can do it. If not, you would have to practice and practice and practice until you get this. You cannot duck this on the examination, so you have to be able to do this type of question with renaming or regrouping. And here we go to number 9. You're subtracting now. 60 take away 46, and here you would have to rename because you cannot take away 6 from 0. So once the larger number is on the bottom, you have to rename in order to subtract. You must have the larger number on top, or a number that's equal to it or larger on top, in order to subtract without renaming. So you have to rename. Go ahead, rename it. You have to rename the 60, and then you can subtract on the top. So let's see you do that quickly. We already had some examples of this on the previous test. So teachers and parents, please show your students how to do this. They cannot duck this on the GLAT examination. And this one has 1 0, so they should know how to do that as well. Number 10, 25 times 2, you're multiplying, and again you have to rename as you do it. These are the harder ones, but you must be able to do this with dealing with multiplying 1 digit by 2 digits, because it gets harder from here. So first thing you got to do is say 2 times 5, and you cannot put the whole 10 at the bottom of that. Remember what you have to do. Okay, you have to regroup and rename. So go ahead and do it, and then put an answer for number 10, 25 times 2. I know you can do it. We had an example of this before, so let's look at it. Let's work it. Let's get it right. Grade 3's number 11. You're dividing 460 by 2. And for division, once you're able to multiply, you can divide. Else, put your sticks down and share them up. Okay, so it's 4. You have to divide 4 by 2, put the answer, 6 by 2, and then 0 by 2. Put your answers. Don't mind, it's 3 digits. Don't be afraid, don't get scared because of the 3 digits. You can do it. Just divide by the 2, and you would get this one correct. Come on, work it. Put your answers in. Waiting on the person who's working slow. Okay, you should have it. Number 12. You're adding and you're dealing with money. $26.95 plus $57.68. You have to regroup and rename again in this one, so get to work. It's a lot to do. So you add the 8 and the 5 and the 8, and you can put that whole number down there. You can't put 13 there. You have to do something to regroup. 9 and 6 you have to regroup, and then add what you took over, and then 7 and 6 you have to regroup, and then finally you add the 5 and the 2 and whatever you had to take over. So do it quickly. I'm giving you enough time to work it because this has a lot of working in it. But grade 3 students must be able to do a question like this and get this correct. If they can do this, they can add, and that's what we want to see. They're able to add numbers, and this is a typical question. They must be able to get this right for the GLAD examination. If not, practice, practice, more practice. Okay, number 13. Again, you're dealing with money, but you're subtracting now, and it's $90.10 take away $54.03. You have to rename. So you have to rename that 10 in order to subtract, because you have the 3 on the bottom of the 0. Okay, so you cannot take away 3 from 0, so you have to rename the 10. Rename it and do it. This is a bit long, so I'm giving you enough time to work it. Again, you have to rename twice in this, so I need you to be able to do this. Come on, work it. See if you can get it done. If not, you have to practice and practice and practice on this, because these are the type questions that will challenge you on that grade 3 examination, and you are expected to know how to do this, guys. Come on, I believe in you. You can get this correct. Work it and put an answer in. You still have time. Work it. Let's go. I believe in you guys. You can get this right. Number 14, fractions. Oh boy. And I'm going to tell you right away, the answer is not 4 over 0. You do not subtract like fractions like that. So put an answer for this one, and you're dealing with fifths. 5 over 5, 5 fifths, take away 1/5, 1 over 5. Put an answer. It's straightforward, simple. Remember, your answer have to be in fifths. Number 15. Draw the lines of symmetry on this shape, and notice I say lines, L-I-N-E-S. What does that mean? One or more than one? Yes, it means more than one. So there would be more than one line of symmetry on this rectangle. Draw them in, and I'm going to give you a clue. There are 2 lines of symmetry. Draw them in properly on the shape, and you would get your full marks. Use a dotted line, okay, to draw them in. You don't have to. Draw your 2 lines in. I know you can do that. Remember what symmetry means. Number 16, find the perimeter of the shape. Stop. What does perimeter mean? Tell me the answer. What does perimeter mean? Yes, perimeter means you have to find a distance all around the shape. So you have to add up all of the sides. So go ahead and find the perimeter of the shape. The answer is not 8 centimeters, guys. There are more sides to add. So do not give me 8 centimeters as the answer. That's not the perimeter. You must find a distance all around the shape. So those lines without numbers, put numbers to them and then add. Where do you get numbers from? From what I have given you. Go ahead and work it, and your answer in centimeters. Work it. Give you enough time. Add the numbers. Perfect. Number 17. Draw the image when you reflect this letter. Reflect the letter L. How would it look when you reflect it? You're drawing it on the line at the back. Reflect that letter and draw it. If you watch previous tests, you would have seen how to deal with things if you reflect, if you rotate, or if you turn. Okay, let's go on to number 18. In grade 3K at the Galvantines Primary School, there are 14 boys and 20 girls. How many more students are girls than boys? In grade 3K at the Galvantines Primary School, there are 14 boys and 20 girls. How many more students are girls than boys? There are more girls than boys, 20 girls, and there are only 14 boys. So you can count on to find the answer or subtract to find the answer. I'm helping you guys. Come on, grade 3. That's enough help. You should be able to get that one correct. Small numbers. So you should get that correct. I believe in you. Do it. Get number 18 correct. It's a word problem, but then you should know how to solve it. So use your common sense. And you remember, you cannot put 14 take away 20. So set it up properly. You have to put the bigger number on top. Number 19. What is the probability of picking the letter C? Write possible or impossible. Easy. You have a choice. Possible or impossible. And you're dealing with probability. Put an answer. Bam. You should have done that already. Straightforward and simple. Look at the letters on the wheel and see what's the probability of picking the letter C. Possible as the answer or impossible as the answer. Number 20, the last one. Write the coordinates. A, write the coordinates for the triangle, and B, circle the picture at the point 40. So do A first, find the triangle, and remember where you look first, and then the first number you put, and then the last number. Remember, you put your answers in brackets, like I have that 40, 4, 0. Your answer will be similar to that. So put a number, comma, and then put the next number and close your brackets. Remember where you look for the first number and where you look for the last number. Then circle the picture at 40. Do that quickly. Circle the picture at the coordinates 40. That's easy once you know where you look first. X-axis or Y-axis. Where do you go first? I can't help you. It's too simple. So you should be able to do this on your own, guys. And it's coming up on the test. You can get this correct. Good. Now we've done. Now here we go. We have the answers to summer test 2. Hope you got 100%. Okay, gave you enough time to work out the questions. Now just match them up to the answers and give me a score at the end. Number 1, the numeral 2305 is 2,305 or 2 space 305. If you were unsure, you could have put your place value headings, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. That's what the TH is for thousands, H for hundreds, T for tens, and the O for ones. Then put your digits under them. And you've seen for the tens, you'd have to put a 0. So the answer can't be 235. No, the answer is 2305. Okay, if you want the numeral 2305 or the number 2305. So don't get fooled where you have to put in a 0. And in this case you did, because the tens, then you have to put a 0 for the tens. Because they didn't give a digit for it, you have to put in the 0 to replace it. Number 2. A number has a 0 in the tens place, an 8 in the ones place, and a 3 in the hundreds place. Write this number. Again, put your place value headings. H for hundreds, T for tens, and the O for ones. And then place your digits under them as you read. And then you'd get that answer. Okay. Number 3. Draw a circle around the letter in the middle. Write the ordinal number for the letter with the circle around it. So first, draw a circle around the letter in the middle. That letter in the middle is C. That's straightforward. Now, the ordinal would be, for a second, third. It's third. 3 RD or 3 with the RD at the bottom, or THIRD, third. And the way you get that RD is from the word third, which is also an ordinal. THIRD spells third. The RD you put with the number for the ordinal number. I know you guys got that correct. Okay, remember you must do 2 parts. You must circle, then you write the ordinal number. A lot of students don't do the last part. but you know what to do from now. I just showed you how to get that correct. Full marks for number 3. Excellent work, students. Number 4. The time is now 4:30. Draw the hands on the clock to show the time 2 hours ago. So go to 4:30 and then you go back 2 hours. You go back. It said 2 hours ago, so you go back 4:30 and you go back. So 4:30, go back an hour is 3:30. Go back an hour is 2:30. So you have to draw 2:30. And there you have it. The long hand on 6, the short hand halfway between 2 and 3 to show 2:30. That's 2 hours from 4:30. So you go back 2 hours. Okay, make sure you draw the short hand in between, halfway between 2 and 3 to show 2:30. Okay, the previous ones we did hours, but this one's a bit harder, so we did 30. Number 5. Use this graph to answer the following question. And which club has twice as many students as the writing club? Practice your students to put numbers above the bars. So for science, it was 6. For sports, 10. Writing is the hard one. It's in between, halfway between 4 and 6. 5. Spelling was 4. So 5. We have to look at the writing club as 5. What's twice the number 5? 2 times 5 is? Know your tables, 10. So the sports club has 10 students. So that's the club that has twice as many students as the writing club. Yes, some of you got it correct. Okay, excellent work, guys. I know you would have gotten that one correct. Okay, twice as many, 2 times 5, 10. Number 6, write the missing number. And you're going up, you're adding a 2 to each number. That's what you have to find out first, is what are you doing to the number to get the next one. And in this case, you are adding 2. So you skip counting in 2s and you're starting from 1. So it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 7 plus 2, 9. Yes, you got it. Excellent work, guys. Number 7, draw a triangle. Tri means 3 sides. You have to draw something with 3 sides. So anything that you drew similar to what I have there, full marks. Okay, next you would have to be able to do a rectangle, and a rectangle would have 4 sides, but that's correct. Number 8, 16 plus 54, and here you have to rename or regroup. 6 and 4 is 10. I put the 10 at the bottom of it, and I put the 0 under the 4, and I take that 1 and put it above the 10s, the 1 in the 10s column. That's what you do. Then add 5 and 1 is 6 and 1 is 7. Answer 70. Yes, excellent work, guys. You can do regrouping. Perfect. You need it for the exam. Way to go, grade 3. Okay, those of you who didn't get it, don't worry, just practice. Then you'd get it. Remember, when you add the 6 and 4, you can't put the 10 there as the answer. You have to put the 1's digit and take the 10's digit, put it above the 10's column. Number 9, 60 take away 46, and you have to rename the 60. When you rename the 60, you take a 1 from the 10's column and put it in the 1's column, so that becomes the number 10. Then 10 take away 6 is 4, and the 5 take away 4 is 1. There you have it. I knew you could work that. Excellent work, grade 3. If you didn't get it, just keep practicing on how to rename. You have to rename for the GLAD examination. So practice, practice, and more practice, and you'd get this. It's straightforward. Once you know you have to rename, and how to rename is important. Okay, so you have to take 1 from the 6, or 10 from the 6, and put it with the 1s. That's why you have the 5 and the 1. Okay, number 10. Now you're multiplying. And again, you have to rename and regroup in this. 2 times 5 is 10. Notice you can't put the whole 10 under that 2. You put the 0, and then you take the 1, because the 1 is at 110, and put it above the 2. Then you multiply 2 times 2, 4, and add the 1, 5. That's where we got that from. So your answer is 50. Excellent work, grade 3. If you got that correct, mark it. Full marks. Excellent. Number 11, 460 divided by 2. Did you get 230? Perfect. Way to go. What you did was divide 2 into 4, 2, 2 into 6, 3, 2 into 0. You have to put the 0 up. Okay, that's how you work it when you're dividing. So your answer is 230. Excellent job, grade 3. Once you know your tables, you can divide. Number 12. Now this was a long one. You had to add $26.95 plus $57.68 and 8 and 5, 13. You can't put all 13 down. Put the 3 under the ones. Take the 1 above the 9. Then add 9 and 1 is 10 and 16. Put the 16 on the bottom. Put the 6. Take the 1 across. 7 and 6. 13 and 1 is 14. You can't put the 14. You put the 4. Take the 1 across. And then 5 and 2, 7, 1 is 8. $84.63. Boy, that was a lot of working. But some of you got it correct. Excellent job. Way to go, grade 3. You're well on your way to getting an A in the CLAT examination. Okay, but you had a lot of working to do. And notice the numbers at the bottom is when you add what you would get, but you only put the digit, the last digit, and the first one you have to carry it over, put it with under the other, above the other column. So 13, 16, 14 at the bottom. Notice you didn't put any of those numbers up the way you have it. You just put the last digit. Okay, so that's how you regroup and rename, and you had a lot of it to do in that question. Excellent work. Number 13, $90.10, take away $54.03. Here you had to rename, and you had to do it several times. So you had to rename first from the 10, and you put the 1 with the 0, take away 1 from 1 and put it with the 0 to make 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. 0 take away 0 is 0. You didn't have to rename for that one. Same number you can take away. Now you have to rename for 0 take away 4. So you take 1 from the 9. 10 take away 4 is 6. Then 8 take away 5 is 3. $36.07. Boy, some of you were able to work that. Excellent job, grade 3. That's a hard one. Okay, if you can work that, you have done well. That's a grade 6 question. But grade 3, you got it. You're the best. So you give yourself full marks for that if you got it correct. If not, don't worry. You can practice and practice, and then you would get it correct on test 3. Remember, we have test 3 coming soon. Number 14, you had to take away fractions. 5/5, take away 1/5. 1/5. And all you do is take away the numbers on the top, your numerators. 5 take away 1, 4, and put 5 on the bottom because they're like fractions, so the answer would be fifths in fifths. 5 take away 1, 4, and put 5 on the bottom. There you go. Number 15, draw the lines of symmetry on the shape. A line of symmetry divides a shape in half. And I told you 2 lines. You heard me. I said 2 lines. Draw the 2 lines in. So 1 line down to divide it in half, and then 1 line across the middle to divide it in half that way. And you have your full marks for that. Give yourself 2 marks for that one, guys. Excellent job. Okay, notice it's not 4 and it's not 1. You want to divide it in half. Number 16. Find the perimeter of this shape, and it's a rectangle 5 centimeters by 3 centimeters. Notice, first thing to do is put the numbers on the other sides. Opposite sides are equal in a rectangle, guys. So put 5 on the other side of the 5, 3 on the other side of the 3. Then add 5 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. 5 and 5 is 10, 13. 13 and 3 is 16. Answer, 16 centimeters. Great job. And remember to put centimeters. It's 16 centimeters. Excellent job. If you got that one correct, don't you know what perimeter is? You're well on your way to working that out. You have to know perimeter for the examination, guys. So make sure you know what to do. And they will not put the numbers on all of the sides. You have to do it once you know opposite sides are equal. Number 17. Draw the image when you reflect this letter. You're reflecting it, so you would have to flip the L. That's what you get when you flip it. Just turn it around. Excellent job. If you got that correct, you're well on your way to being successful in the CLAT examination. That's what you do for reflection. Number 18. In grade 3 K to Galvantines Primary School, there are 14 boys and 20 girls. How many more students are girls than boys? 6 more girls. Excellent job. Some of you got it. 20 take away 14. 20 on the top. 20 take away 14, you subtract, and you get 6. Or count on from 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 fingers. I did it on my fingers. Count on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6, 19. What is the probability of picking the letter C? Is it possible or impossible? Right away, you would see there are no C's on that wheel, so it has to be impossible. Ask the student when they give an answer, why? Why is it impossible? Why? There are no C's on the wheel, so it's impossible to pick a C on that wheel. The only thing you could do is pick an A or B. There you go. That's it. Number 20, the last question, write the coordinates for the triangle. Let's do that first. A triangle is that you look on the x-axis first. Look on the x-axis first. Look on the x-axis first. How many times you need me to say it? Look on the x-axis first. Go down. The number is 5. Put that first. Then go across from the triangle. 8. Put that last. 5, 8. Not 8, 5. 5, 8. Circle the picture at 4, 0. 4 on the x, 0 on the y. So that's the sailboat. Good. Some of you got it. Excellent work, grade 3 students. And that's as hard as it would get on a test like that. But you've done it. Now, I hope you got 100%, guys. If not, don't worry. You have another test coming up pretty soon. Then I know you would get 100% on that one. Thank you all for watching. Hope you got 100%. If not, don't worry. You have test 3 coming up next. Remember, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I am here to help you and for you to be successful in your upcoming mathematics examination, guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. That's a wrap.